Hello, Simone. We're here at the Studio Logic booth where we can see your lovely Sledge and Sledge version 2. But you've got a new MIDI controller as well, right?
Yes, correct. The name of this controller is MixFace, and it's a controller that looks like any other control surface that is able to control your DAW, like Ableton, Cubase, Digital Performer. But for the Studio Logic brand, we decided to start from another point of view, and using this control as an extension also for the SL series master keyboards. So if you connect the MixFace with the SL88, it becomes a natural extension, providing new controls, faders, knobs, buttons to the fourth zone of the SL master keyboard. So we started also for the keyboard player in mind to provide a new device, basically. So at the first sight you will see, okay, this is another control surface, but there's much more, because any keyboard that is connected to the host port,
so it's got a host port, right? Okay.
Yeah, becomes a four-zone master keyboard, basically.
Sweet.
And also the device is Bluetooth enabled, so I can assign to any zone a Bluetooth connection. So in this setup, for example, there is a USB connection to control Digital Performer and the UV Falcon here.
Right.
But with a Bluetooth connection, we are controlling Honeymoog here and playing Honeymoog and changing the parameters, for example, the filter parameters. So if I can show you, when I select the zone 4, that is the Bluetooth zone, I switch this control, you can see that the filter cutoff frequency is moving, and the resonance as well. If I switch to the zone 1, that is the USB zone, it's going to control the drawbar organs here, faders.
Okay, so sort of intelligent USB mapping as well,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Basically, this is a sort of hub that allows you to control your tone generators with master keyboard capabilities.
And has it got MIDI in as well, so you can...
No, just USB.
And can you connect more than one device to it, or does it only work with one at a time?
Yeah, one at a time. Yeah.
Okay, so but if you've got an 88 or a 61 key keyboard, you could split that into zones. And is that dynamic? You can set the splits wherever you like?
The splits are defined here in the edit mode. You go in the zone edit, and then you select the zone that you want to control. And then inside this menu you have the port where you want to send the USB device, USB host if you want to go to another maybe synth that is connected to the host, or the Bluetooth.
Right, okay.
And then when you switch to the other parameters, you have the MIDI channel, program change, bank change, and you have the range, C1. -1.
Can you route an input to more than one output? So could you have go Bluetooth and MIDI and USB, or is it?
Yeah, you have each zone has one destination, one port. But I think that for the USB out, it depends on how many devices you can connect to the USB. Basically, you have the limit of the USB connection.
Right. Okay. Interesting. And does it do any filtering or any kind of mapping and that side of things as well?
The mapping is for each zone can be done here in the contour mapping section. So you go inside here, you select in which page. So you are controlling 1 to 8 and 9 to 16.
So you get a whole layer of controls per zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
so I select 1 to 8, for example. Then I decide which control I want to map.
Yeah.
I move this knob.
And then you can set the control value.
Exactly.
And is it just MIDI control, or can you do system exclusive and NRPN and that kind of stuff?
At the moment, only MIDI control.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So when's this going to be available, and how much it's going to be?
We hope to be available around September.
Yeah.
And
How much do you think? How much?
we are quite sure to be around 199 euros.
Right, but it's interesting because it's very utility, because it adds the extra. And does it have patches so you can set entire? So you can have it for a live set where it might just kind of map all your controllers however you want for each song.
Exactly. You have programs that you can switch directly.
Neat.
And when you switch to the DAW mode, you see that this is the digital performer DAW, and as well in the global settings, you can select the DAW port. So in this case, USB. And the DAW type, so digital performer, Cubase, Ableton Live, Studio One.
And I guess that sort of thing you can add to with firmware updates if you need
we
to.
are working on that, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Simone.
Thank you very much.